So tell us about your collaboration with Kurt in terms of the tone and the feel you want to give to the directing. Is that kind of to your discretion, or is it like an ongoing collaboration?
It's a great question. I've known Kurt since The Shield. I directed 3 episodes of The Shield, and he wrote all 3 of them, oddly enough. So I knew him back in the day when he was a writer on The Shield. He brought me into season 1. I directed the 3rd episode of Sons of Anarchy, which is, if you know that, you'd be real pros.
What is it? What number?
Number 3. Just testing you. Anyway, Curtis said that's when the show hit its groove, and I didn't know exactly how or what he meant. So I came back and did more episodes, and I think what I understand about Kurt is the sick, demented combination that he's going for of this pulpy action, this deep emotional, storyline, psychologically deep, and flavored with this really dark comedy. And it's hard to get the balance of ingredients right. It's trying to make a cake, and if the one thing is off, the whole thing is flat. And I've seen other directors who come in that haven't delivered the balance, and sometimes the scripts have it, but usually the scripts have it. But if you really understand what Kurt's trying to do, and you can really pay attention to that, you can really play this. You can play this show like a piano, because it has all the good things that I like. A lot of people getting killed, a lot of people who are really funny and strange, like Tig. And a lot of really deeply emotional scenes that I've never done before. Even in other shows I do, like In Treatment, NYPD Blue, or Glee, this is a different kind of combination of stuff.
Do you know?
Pardon?
You do Glee and you do
I know, Glee and Sons of Anarchy. I know, it's really like the adage of English. I usually do them back to back. It's like one's like the gayest show on television. And the other is like the most macho, It is a little bit, but that's part of what I do as a director is I don't make up the shit. I mean, I get a script, I study it, and then I figure out what's the best way to take this script and make it the best it can be and bring it to the stage. And I've always been about, it doesn't matter what kind of show it is. Once I think I did Sons of Anarchy, and then I went and did Smash, which is even gayer than Glee. And my head hurt from the whiplash, but at the same time, it's the same skills. You're trying to figure out what is the show they think they're making. The show they think they're making wasn't as good as the show we know we're making here, for obvious reasons. But you try to make it, and you try to give it to them, and you try to get the actors to give their best performances, and you try to bring all the elements. There's 200 people who work at the show that you guys don't interview. There's 200 people there every day working on Sons of Anarchy. It's amazing. So you try to pull them all together and see what you can get.
Do you know before the season starts, like what episodes you're going to shoot?
I do.
And can you choose them?
I choose them somewhat.
Yeah.
That's a very good question. I don't want to reveal too much. But at the beginning of the season, I'm in the writer's room with Kurt, and they sort of plot the arc of the season, what basically is going to happen. So I'm generally privy to that. It can change, but generally they say this is the shape of the season. And then Kurt decides, he sort of casts the directors according to what he thinks will happen in those episodes.
So we can look on IMDb, and the ones you're directing, we can be like, okay, shit's going down on that one.
You can look at that, yes. If you were looking at this season, for instance, I'm directing episode 1, because I always do the season opener. I'm directing episode 7, in which, yes, shit is going down. We just start shooting that Tuesday, and shit is going down.
What are some other favorite shows of yours? What do you watch on TV?
What do I watch on TV? I don't watch drama on TV because I do drama in real life. So generally I watch, I know it's heinous to say, reality television.
Like for example?
I've watched every episode of Survivor ever done. For some reason I'm really thrilled by that show. I don't know why.
No, I'm listening.
I watch Master Chef. It relaxes me. Wow, they can do that with mushrooms? That's amazing. It's just like I don't have to think in the same way. Some drama shows I do watch. I used to watch Mad Men, but if you're on Sons of Anarchy, Mad Men just moves too slow. It's just too, it's like, In Treatment. It just takes too long for anything to happen. So I just stopped watching that. What else do I watch? I used to watch Boardwalk Empire, but now I've gotten behind. I'm 2 seasons behind now, so I'm a little bit out of that. And I recently started rewatching The Sopranos because of Gandolfini's death, and I wanted to remember what it's like. And it's astonishing still to this day. And it's astonishing how much it's changed TV and how much we've learned. So usually I go back to something.
Is it more challenging to direct something like Lee or something like Sons of Anarchy? And what are the challenges in each of those?
It is harder to direct Glee than to direct Sons of Anarchy.
Is that because of musical numbers?
No, it is because, how shall I say this nicely?
40-year-olds are playing teenagers?
Well, no, that should be helpful generally. Let me do it in a positive way. Sons of Anarchy, because I'm an executive producer on the show and because of the way Kurt works, is a much more organized production. Kurt writes in advance. You get the scripts sometime before you're actually shooting them. You're involved in the casting. You really have time to prepare. These storyboard sequences that involve action. We have a read-through with the entire cast of the script a couple of days before we shoot it. So all the actors can come with questions, and then you have 2 days to sort of figure it out. It's organized in a much better way.